Yeah, Weege Show here at MetLife Stadium outside of New York City. Fun fact, the walk and talk style Weege Show was born right here at this race back in 2019. We used to do the shows kind of formal in front of the press conference backdrop. Then we had a wild night in Manhattan the night after the race, and maybe had some liquid courage, and then next thing you know, I decided to walk the main streets of Manhattan and recap the race, and ever since, the walk and talk has been here, maybe to stay. I don't know if I'm getting in Shoe's shot. Am I getting in your shot, Shoe? Are we good? Are we good? Well, none other than Eli Tomac. How about that? I feel like the only time I run into you on press day, I want to talk to you after a race win, one of these darn weeks. I feel like the only time I come up to you, I'm like, hey, what happened? Yeah. Hey, what happened last week? So, hey, what happened last week? I gotta ask you that again.
Yeah. Well, I popped a big wheelie on the start.
Okay.
And then I was buried. Went to the outside. That was a little bit of a gamble, but I have been getting good starts on the outside. So I was like, why would I change it up? But anyway, I was a little bit buried, and then just couldn't make any time up. Was kind of stuck behind Cooper.
Were there really places to do it there?
We were kind of doing the same thing.
Yes. Were there places to do it there, really, though? The way the track was? Was it partially that?
I had a hard time, like figuring out where I was going to make a pass.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
The way it funneled in some areas, even more than I thought, but still no excuses. You know, if you were, I feel like you could get things done, but it wasn't the best track for that. I just was kind of stuck behind Cooper. He made a couple mistakes early, and then he never made another mistake again. And it was there. It was interesting. It was kind of, everyone was just kind of, riding in that train.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah. The good news is each time you've pretty much bounced back this year. So there's nothing about last week that makes you think,
no, I wasn't. I would have been a lot more bummed out if Cooper would have been more than one spot in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, Chase took a big chunk out of us, but most important thing that Cooper only gained one on the points.
Everything in your world is fine then. Yep. All right. 1 week I'll talk to you after a win.
All right.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, next week.
Maybe next week, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, that's Eli Tomac. So this is all brought to you, of course, by the Honda CRF 250R and CRF 450R. And we know the bigger story this week is not just this ever-tightening 450 championship points race, but Chase Sexton maybe in it, maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But 17 sounds more doable than something outside of 20 points. Cooper Webb 1 point closer, as you heard Tomac allude to there, than he was going into Atlanta last week. But it's the East-West Showdown, and really the Lawrence brothers Showdown, because they've each won all but one race this year on their respective coasts. I talked to him this week. Go to the SMX Insider show. Weege. Thanks, boss. And they kind of say they haven't even ridden together themselves in months. So even they don't know how they stack up with each other. Justin Barcia, I feel like you have become like the ringleader. Well, no, not true. You're second place. This is the real story.
That's what I said.
This is the guy.
You gotta know. You gotta know when you know.
Okay, you'll happily say number 2 to this is the big story.
It just feels good. It's fun to watch. The two-stroke sound. I bring the two strokes back.
Dude, Jared Lesher, you didn't just get in, by the way.
No.
You rode your way in.
You rode good.
Yes.
Sounded good. Looked good.
Dude,
we've never even met before. I'm loving this guy.
You just became a fan. Right here. We're breaking news. We're breaking news.
Ice.
Now, if I had this right, had you only made one main ever? You had made two previous.
Yeah. Make that 3.
And Atlanta.
That's what I mean. You had only made one before last week.
Yeah.
So this is a huge. Forget the. We'll move the two-stroke thing in a second. Yeah. But just for you making a main is a big deal.
Right.
Yeah. And then what was working for you last weekend to make that happen? Because again, you went through those guys.
I think the track suited the bike a lot.
Yeah.
But
you agree?
Being in Atlanta and just being at home.
Okay.
I mean, you don't feel any pressure really.
Home is where you make it.
That's right. Yeah, you got several home races.
Home is where you make it. Yeah.
Could you hear fans? Could you hear a crowd?
All the way around.
No way.
Dude, when I passed for 4th, second to last lap, I heard them erupt. Yeah, and that obviously hasn't ever happened. So yeah, it was super cool. Good experience.
All right, we'll check out the motorcycle here. You got a little different look each week, I think. A little bit tweak here and there, but I like that's the 80s style.
Yep, 80s
that's and you wouldn't even know that because what year were you even born, bro?
I mean 95, but
that's impressive.
Yeah. So it is after. I'm after, but
I'm impressed how historically accurate you are. It's not like you grew up looking at that.
Right. Yeah.
But it works that way.
I mean, obviously, Moto Pro, they've done a great job with the graphics this year, just making everything kind of come to life. Everything we envisioned. So yeah, the whole thing. I mean, it looks like an 87.
It does. So it's not a gimmick though. This is legit racing now. It's legit, making mains. Yep.
Thanks, man.
All right, Jared Lesher, and the ringleader of the fun has become Justin Barcia over the last couple weeks. Take your high school senior.
No, St. Jude goggles.
Oh, St. Jude goggles. I really thought it was like the class picture. This is Mike Emery of Align. They do all our photos.
He does my photos.
All of our photos. I hate to tell you, it's not an exclusive. I hate to tell you, it's not an exclusive.
Hey, he's mine. Way off.
Oh, he's just your. Yes. He doesn't take photos of anybody else. He doesn't take photos of anybody else.
No.
What is, dude? I feel like you've become the ringleader of the fun that has been going through these press conferences. Paddock.
Honestly, it's always been like this, but I've just been holding myself back with not, being up front.
In the public.
Yes.
Oh, I know in the rig.
In the track as well.
Yes. In the rig, I know it's like, again, we can't even show that footage half the time.
No,
I know
don't
that.
even wear clothes at the semi.
So this is just you. It's just coming out.
It's a comfort thing, no clothes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. Yep.
No, I tell you exactly what it is. It's feeling very comfortable on the bike.
Yes.
Having fun.
Yeah.
And then I can just be myself. And it's like, hey, you love me or you hate me. Hopefully you love me. If you hate me, I'm sorry. I'll say hi. We can talk about it, but it is what it is.
Okay, I got a theory now. You actually took that head on. Salt Lake last year, you did take the head on. Was that almost like a moment that led to this? Like, screw it, dude. I'm just going to say what I think. And
I don't think so, but probably.
I'm here to help, man. I'm here to be your therapist, whatever I can do.
Yes. Me too. I'm here for everybody.
Okay.
If anybody wants to talk about it, let's talk about it. But no, you just have to accept what you do, and if you do it, you do it. I mean, that is good.
That's like J-Bone level right there.
Line. If you do it, you do it.
You do it. Although, let's be honest, when you love your motorcycle, everything in your life gets better.
A lot better. I mean, this is like life. Obviously, having a kid and a wife, that's real life.
Yeah.
But this is my work life. And when your work life's real good,
that's right,
and your work family's good, it's all good.
It's another good one. It's another good one.
I got all the quotes.
Keep it up. I know.
Quotes,
dude, you're the ringleader. Sayings. Quotes.
Joe was over there making fun. He's like, hey, why are your pants so tight? What size do you wear? I'm like, like 28. He's like, yeah, me too. And I'm like, he's like, well, what about the front? He said, what way does your exhaust go? I went, oh, Joe.
Wow.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah.
That explains a lot right there. 28.
Skinny waist.
Gosh, I got a long way to go. All right, that's the ringleader right there of all this fun we've been having in the paddock and the press conferences lately. So several stories as we go into New Jersey. You know that tightening 450 championship, and then we mentioned the East-West Showdown. Normally we have a bunch of riders that we hype up, and I don't want to disrespect the other guys in this field, because honestly these East-West very, very, very often end up with neither points leader or neither champion winning. Daniel Blair.
What's up?
I don't need to interview the Lawrence brothers today because we already did it.
Yeah.
We got the exclusive.
Oh, we got the exclusive.
Yeah, we did.
We got more than the exclusive.
Oh, we got more than exclusive. Yeah, we had offers of photos.
We had some stuff cut out of that.
Yeah. It had to be edited.
Because of that.
I don't want to dampen anyone's enthusiasm for this week, but this man is not quite maybe coming in exactly 100% because of. If you want to know who has the biggest cojones of the brothers, he definitely wins this week from a literal standpoint, because they're smashed them pretty good. And I think he missed a few days on the bike, he told us, in Atlanta. But no excuses.
How do you feel being home?
You know what's funny? I don't feel that way anymore. I just realized this. I've gone as many years not living in New Jersey. I grew up here, moved away at 22. I don't want to reveal my age, but there was just as many years I haven't lived here.
You moved away in 22 or at 22?
At 22, as soon as I was done with college. So the problem is, I haven't lived here as long as I had. And further, dude, I only had a driver's license in this state for like 5 years. So people tell me about towns and roads, and I'm like, dude, I was 12 most of the time. Like, I was playing video games in my basement. Like, I know other states way better than this. Not like you. You're still NorCal, bro, right? Still.
Atlanta's my hometown.
Still NorCal.
Atlanta's my hometown race.
No, you claim that Oakland Coliseum. I know you're sad, but that might not be around for long. Here and the A's are gonna move out.
It's probably a good thing.
I mean, I know you love that stadium and it represents you and everything you're all about, that building.
I was born 10 minutes from there, so it's got a very soft, dirty, gross place in my heart. But no, I actually like Oakland. It delivers every year.
It does deliver great. We only care about dirt in this sport.
Yeah.
It has good dirt. It's Daniel Blair. Yeah, the Lawrence Brothers Showdown. Like I said, it's not always points leaders or champions winning these showdowns, but when you get to the situation where they've won all but one race, maybe it's a little different. Jordan Smith, look, I got news. The points leaders almost never win showdowns. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's a pressure thing or just random. So that lines up for a guy like you.
Perfect.
There you go. You'll take it, right?
Yep.
This stadium, what do you think of that? The dirt? I mean, it's probably going to break down stuff.
Yeah, it's been a few years. I think the last time I was here was in 2017.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
But both times I've been here, it's like always soft, like spongy, rutted. You really got to be on your toes. So I mean, I expect more of that. It looks pretty dry right now, but you always know like underneath it looks dry, and then it's like just breaks that crust and it gets soft.
It's going to get there. Does that mean literally what you'll see today, or even early practice tomorrow, you have to keep in your mind like, it's not probably going to end up exactly like this?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely, like, on tracks like this, you have to know, like, that the track's gonna be completely different for a night show.
Yeah.
So, like, you kind of have to, like, if there's something really sketchy, like, just be smart through practice and not, like, kill yourself on it, because it's gonna be different for the night show.
It's not gonna be all-out blitz when it's picking your way through. All right, this could be a non-points leader to win this thing, because that often does happen. Let's get more on the track. Had a chance to talk to the Dirtworks crew about the split lane that they have built in over here. It is an on-off half of the track split lane. Here's the inside, and then the outside is actually a step-on or step-off, step-on berm turn. Let's learn more about that. Split lane on-off, that was the plan all along?
Yeah, it was on the plan. You just didn't see it.
I just don't look closely.
No, yeah.
I just rely on Jason Thomas, and that shows me where I get. How hard is it to make split lanes? I know the goal.
Yeah.
How hard is it to actually accomplish?
Oh, it's so hard.
Yeah.
Because the riders have all the data.
Yes.
But what they don't think of is, or what they can't put in perspective is how it breaks down.
Yes.
So by the time the main event comes, with this dirt coming in pretty wet, it's gonna be like Seattle. There's a hard crust on it right now, but once it breaks through, it's gonna be super gnarly. So hopefully the side that they're favoring starts to suck.
Yeah.
That's plan B. Hopefully it works 50-50 all day, but if not, you could just go to that.
I see. Late in the main, you're like, hey, there's a whole side of the track that is completely fresh or not, hasn't been ridden much.
Yeah.
Like what Cooper did in
we can't, like, even when we have
that one line.
Oh, that was awesome.
Nobody was in those transitions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to talk too much about it, but it might have some weather to deal with.
Yep.
Nah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We're gonna be fine. All right, good work. All right, this is New Jersey track. Let's talk to Justin Hill here.
Hey, what's up, man?
Bro, you have been unbelievable. Or is that almost an insult?
Believe it.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that almost an insult where like, should we be like pumped on this, or should we like, of course?
No, I think you should. I think it should just be like, yeah, all right, cool. Because you know, as bad as I want to be like pressing forward and trying to crack into the, you know, a little bit better than I am, it's like I feel like this is kind of right where I belong right now, is in this building. So,
dude,
if everybody's really stoked on this, I'm very excited. I know there's a lot, you know, there's a lot left for me here shortly.
And how fun is this whole operation you have? It's like a little, I call it Skunkworks team.
Yeah.
You and your brother against the Giants.
Oh, it's way too fun. You know, real low pressure. I mean, everybody's happy with where I am right this minute. Probably other than me, you know what I mean? It's not like, it's actually perfect, you know? Like, I feel like I can, if I just put it in the man and try hard, then, you know, everybody's stoked and fantastic. And I think that, you know, we're only on you know, the up and up from here too, like just with everything. We've learned a lot, continue to learn a lot. I think this next year too, you know, we'll have a lot to kind of start with, where this was zero for me particularly. It was zero. Like, I'm like, dude, I don't even know if I know how to do this anymore. So I'm definitely pleased with that I do know how to do this still.
So this is a long term.
Yeah.
Like this is building
for me.
For the future.
Yeah, for me it is. It is because I want to put all these rounds in, finish, you know, if I can finish in the top 10 in the year, that's fantastic. That's my goal.
Yep.
To finish in the top 10 for the year. That was my goal when I started. I just didn't really say it very much. That was what I wanted.
Yeah.
So if I can get that done, I'll be really stoked. And then hopefully the next year it's in 5 ahead of that. That would be ideal.
The only guys that are ahead of you now are the full factory guys. Like you've already reached the highest level that anyone at this level, like 2 years off, not full factory, gets. Sure. You've already gotten there.
Yeah. No, and for all that, I mean, you know, we're a little bit better than, you know, than you think. Like as far as the program, you know,
you're not straight up pickup truck van here.
Yeah, no, I mean we're not vanning it. You know, the Tenders have a very, very solid program, and they have a lot of, you know, they back it really hard. So it's not like I don't feel like I'm super privateer. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like we're like factory without the strings, kind of.
And maybe for you, maybe that's a good combo.
I think it is. You know, like I've said a lot, that has so much to do with just the general kind of
vibrations around the rig, like for me and the family, and it's super relaxed. We have fun. Yeah, it works out for me, especially this year. You know, to come back to this type of program is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just keep doing this. This is how I should have been doing it. You know.
You seem to find your brother on the track.
Yeah,
you've been battling.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, well, it's been a lot of the races where I just get barely better start than him, and then I don't see him. But the days he gets the better start, it's like, yeah, we end up mixing it up. And last week, and I went down just to try and get around him. I was stuck behind him for like, you know, a lap and a half or whatever, and I was trying to make it happen, and I made it happen, and then I just blew it, you know. And I was like, I felt like I was on fire until that point, so I was really bummed.
You were going through and going faster. You were going to that next level.
Yeah,
you really were.
I was headed there.
You were.
You know, that's what I get.
Okay.
For like doing that.
Yeah.
I promised myself I'm just gonna keep it in line and just try to be in that top 10 and not do anything stupid.
Yep.
And I of course went down in the main just because I did something stupid, you know. So I'm not trying to. I'm not a 17-year-old kid, dude. I'm trying to just do my job well.
It'll come though.
Yeah.
That was like a little preview.
On its way. I mean, and we're gonna make everything more competitive. Like everything's gonna be more competitive, and I'll be able to have that wind speed again. I know it's coming. I think we're just, you know, like just barely not quite there, like with everything, to where I could consistently have that like wind speed. So I'm not killing myself to have it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
I'm recognizing where we are, and I'm trying to, and I feel like I'm trying my best with it. And there's things that I know that we can just improve on, like that.
Yeah.
For the next time around, that we can have that wind speed. That's what I miss, having that like that whole hit the finish and looking at the board thing. Like I like that feeling. So I'm chasing that feeling down the road.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to chase that feeling right this second. I'm trying to build a foundation again. And that's so far I've done really well with that. So I'm very happy.
No, it's got to be exactly what you would have drawn up for
absolutely.
now. All right, and I'm thinking World Supercross. I mean, it's gonna be. Absolutely. You're gonna be.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
When we start squaring that up, you're gonna be a big name there.
You know, I wish that actually we had more of these, which we do now.
Yeah.
At the end of the year. So for me, that's great. I just get to race Supercross all year, which is, you know, for me, a Supercross specialist.
Yep.
That's a dream come true. So I'm very happy. I would like to. Hopefully, I can work it out to where I'm on the same bike all year. That's going to be the tricky part.
Because you're a Cowie guy there, right?
Yeah. And I'm going to come back, and obviously, you know, I think that's the plan as of right now, is to come back and race the last 3. Which
interesting.
Which I don't think we're on paper to do that, but we've talked about it.
Yep.
So, which I would like to, of course, race the Super Motocross races at the end of the year. But obviously, unless there's some massive changes, I won't be on the same bike that I was on. So that's, you know, something to think about.
Adjustment. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but your stock's going up. That could be a good series for you.
So, yeah.
Yep. All right, that's Justin Hill. Dude, he's been rock solid, and his brother, Josh. Let's give you what you want to see before we're done. There's Jett. East West Showdown coming up. Reminder to watch these Hondas, these CRF 250R, CRF 450R. Lighter, faster, stronger, mate. And better low-end power to get you out of corners fast and help you chase checkered flags fast and that your Honda. And really honored tomorrow night I'll be back with Peacock. Be sure to watch our pre-race show. We're going to show you opening ceremonies on Peacock. Very rarely. We did it in Tampa. We're going to do it again in New Jersey and in Salt Lake. So if you're watching on Peacock, tune in a half hour earlier than usual, 6:30. Myself and none other than James Stewart will host a pre-race show, trying to give the sport the big time feel that it deserves. So tune us in then. It's going to be a really fun race at what would be my home race. I am originally from New Jersey. I got some family coming out to watch. The Lawrence Brothers East-West Showdown. Can somebody take them down? And of course, the all-time epic 450 championship duel of points. How many other riders like Barcia and Roxon get in there and steal points? It's going to be awesome. Thanks for watching.